This is gonna blow your mind. John, a successful architect in his late 40s, walked into my office, his shoulders slumped, a picture of defeat. The vibrancy I had seen in our previous sessions was gone, replaced by a dullness in his eyes. John, once full of life, was now a prisoner in his own mind, trapped by the insidious grip of major depressive disorder. He was a loving husband and father, a man who seemingly had it all, yet he found himself drowning in a sea of despair. His story, unfortunately, is not unique. Major depressive disorder affects millions, casting a long shadow over their lives. In our sessions, John described a profound emptiness, a loss of interest in things he once loved. His work, once a source of pride, now felt like an insurmountable burden. Sleep offered no escape, and his appetite had vanished. Major depressive disorder is often rooted in a complex interplay of genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors. Neurotransmitter imbalances, particularly involving serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine, play a significant role in the development and maintenance of this condition. It's crucial to understand that having material possessions or a seemingly perfect life does not immunize one from clinical depression. Depression can affect anyone, regardless of their external circumstances, highlighting the importance of addressing the underlying psychological and biological factors. John's story paints a clear picture of the devastating impact of this disorder, a darkness that extends far beyond everyday sadness. We all experience sadness. It's a normal human emotion. But major depressive disorder? That's a whole different ballgame.
This is a serious medical condition that affects a person's mood, thoughts, and behavior. It's not just feeling down for a day or two. We're not talking about a fleeting case of the blues here. Major depressive disorder is persistent, relentless, and can last for weeks, months, or even years. People with depression often feel an overwhelming sense of hopelessness and helplessness. They may lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. It's like a dark cloud that follows you everywhere, casting a shadow on even the brightest of days. This can lead to significant impairments in daily life, affecting work, relationships, and overall well-being. Recognizing the signs and symptoms such as persistent sadness, fatigue, changes in sleep and appetite, and difficulty concentrating is crucial for seeking help and managing the condition effectively.
Here's the deal. Everyone gets sad sometimes. You lose a loved one, you get bad news, your team loses the championship. These are normal life events that trigger sadness. It's a natural response to pain and disappointment. Depression, on the other hand, is not a normal reaction. It's like sadness on steroids, amplified and relentless. It's not just feeling down, it's feeling hopeless, worthless, and empty. It's like being trapped in a deep, dark hole with no way out. Recognizing the shadows. Recognizing the early warning signs of depression is crucial. It often starts subtly, like a thief in the night. You might notice changes in your sleep patterns, sleeping too much or too little. Your appetite might change. You're either eating everything in sight or have zero interest in food. You might find it hard to concentrate, make decisions, or remember things. Everything feels like an effort, and you're constantly fatigued. You might even experience unexplained aches and pains. These signs, though seemingly small, can be the first whispers of a gathering storm. The descent. How depression takes hold. Depression doesn't just appear overnight. It usually develops gradually, often triggered by a combination of factors. Genetics can play a role. If depression runs in your family, you might be more susceptible. Life events, both positive and negative, can also contribute to its development. Job loss, the death of a loved one, financial problems, even major life changes like marriage or having a baby can trigger depression. It's like a perfect storm brewing, and once it hits, it can be hard to weather. Living in the abyss. The reality of depression. Imagine waking up every morning feeling like you're wading through quicksand. That's what it's like to live with major depressive disorder. Your energy is zapped, your motivation is gone, and even the simplest tasks feel insurmountable. The world seems dull and grey, devoid of joy or pleasure. You might withdraw from social situations, isolating yourself from friends and family. Feelings of guilt, worthlessness, and hopelessness can become overwhelming, leading to thoughts of death or suicide. It's a dark and lonely place, and it's crucial to remember that you're not alone in this fight. Finding light in the darkness. While major depressive disorder can feel all-consuming, there are ways to find hope and start the journey toward recovery. In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies that individuals with depression can use to help themselves, and how their loved ones can offer support. Firstly, it's important to understand that seeking professional help is a crucial step. Therapists and counselors can provide guidance, coping mechanisms, and a safe space to talk about your feelings. Medication, prescribed by a psychiatrist, can also be an essential part of treatment. Remember, there is no shame in seeking help. It's a sign of strength and courage. Self-care is another vital component. This includes maintaining a regular sleep schedule, eating a balanced diet, and engaging in physical activity. Even small steps, like a short walk or a mindfulness exercise, can make a significant difference. Additionally, finding activities that bring joy or relaxation, such as reading, painting, or listening to music, can help lift the fog of depression. For loved ones, empathy, understanding, and patience are key. Listen without judgment, offer support without pressure, and remind them that they are not alone. Small gestures, like a text message or a phone call, can make a big impact. Encourage them to seek professional help and offer to accompany them if they are comfortable. Building a supportive environment is essential. Create a space where open conversations about mental health are welcomed and stigma is challenged. Remember, recovery is a journey, and every step, no matter how small, is progress. Together, with the right strategies and support, it is possible to find light in the darkness of depression. It's a path that requires effort and compassion, but it's one that leads to a brighter, more hopeful future. Pause 3s. Thank you for watching. For more such videos, stay tuned to Carefree Mind. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, please reach out to a mental health professional. You are not alone, and help is available.